Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome to Sandy's Library. I'm Sandy, and we're back today to do another reading for Twin Flames and Separation. If you've never watched one of my videos, might be a good idea to check the description. And before we go ahead and get started, I just want to give a quick shout out to my extended family. And I'm not talking about my immediate family. My immediate family is Sandy's crew, and I trust them wholeheartedly. But I'm talking about my extended family and all my so-called friends out there. I know what y'all been saying and doing behind my back, okay? And I just got one little quick message for y'all. Y'all can kiss my ass, okay? So now, let's draw some letters. Okay, we're going to play my game. Y'all know I like to play games. So, we're going to draw some letters out here and see if we can find out who in the collective we might be chatting with today. Okay? So if you can pull anything out of this first, middle, last initial, perhaps a geographic location, there could be a message here for you. So we have a K and an F. Alrighty. So we have our message from Spirit to kick things off, our Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine energies, and we're going to supplement these cards with our in-house Oracle decks. Right now, though, let's see. Let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say. You can't force your twin to grasp a message they're not ready to receive. Yeah, guys, I know that's a tough one. But it's very true. And the quicker we all accept that, the better off we're going to be. We are going to set the Divine Feminine aside right now. We're going to take a look at the Divine Masculine energies. And I always use the Gilded Tarot for the Divine Masculine and the Everyday Witch for the Divine Feminine. We have the Star, the Ten of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so my guides are giving me the energies of Pisces, Aquarius, Taurus, and Sagittarius. Yeah. The Divine Masculine spirit guides are with him at this time, and they're telling me that they're infusing him. That's what they're saying to me. They're saying that they're infusing him with knowledge. They're telling me he's gone completely off path. And he has no idea how to get back on the right path. That's what they're saying. So they're offering him guidance. And they're telling me that it's necessary because in the beginning, he thought that this path that he chose to travel down was going to lead him where he wanted to go. But now the Divine Masculine is telling me that that turned out not to be the case. And he says that the path he's chosen has become a heavy, heavy burden. And he says he just doesn't know how to get out from under it. And he says that he feels an added burden on top of all of these karmic ties that are currently weighing him down. He says he's got an added burden now Y'all see how the moon is in this image? That suggests to me that the divine masculine has not been entirely truthful. And I'm guessing that it's been with the divine feminine. I feel like he's been trying to convince himself by seeing if he could convince her that his chosen path has made him happy. But, divine masculine, if you're still singing that song, you should probably learn a new one. I mean, you're not doing yourself any favors by lying to the divine feminine. And he's saying that he's very aware of that. But he says he can't go to the divine feminine empty-handed, because he sees you, divine feminine, as the Queen of Pentacles. And I got a feeling that if he leaves this situation, yep, I have a feeling that he will be empty-handed. And he's telling me that empty-handed, he is not worthy of his divine feminine. To him, you have it all, girl. And he's telling me that there's nothing worthwhile that he can offer you. But here's my problem with that, divine masculine. So you're telling me that your heart is not a valuable asset. Because if you're not aware, that's all the divine feminine wants from you, is your heart. Or did you wait too long? Did you wait too long? Okay, my guides are telling me not to put too much stock in the path that he's trying to lead me down right now. So in light of that, I'm just going to say maybe there's something that you would like to say to the divine feminine here in 3D. So I'm going to give you a chance. I'm going to give you a couple chances. But I just want to remind you, she's going to get her chance too. So just keep that in mind. If you could talk to her now, here in 3D, what would you say to her? What would you say? Okay, let's see. He says, I tried to put you out of my mind, but you keep sneaking back into my thoughts. And I'm getting that he's trying to put her out of his mind because of these karmic ties over here. He says, I look for you wherever I go. Let's see, let me dig down in here. He says, I have a fierce battle between love and hate that's raging inside of me. And he says that the hate has nothing to do with the divine feminine. That's what he's telling me. He says that his hate has to do with these karmic ties. He says that these karmic ties are burdens because they're responsibilities. That's what I'm getting from him. Those karmic ties are nothing but responsibilities to him, and he values his responsibilities. He views them as very important, and I really can't find fault with him for that. If you've gone off and had kids with someone else, I mean, you got to take care of those kids. So, that respect, I can't find fault with him for that. But, you know, so I can kind of sympathize with him. And, you know, you grow to hate where you are because you can't be where you want to be. You know, that would suck. Literally. Yes, it would. Oh, hey, I put those down. Yeah, okay. Willow Beth says, hey, stop going off track so much because you're forgetting what you're doing. That is one of my issues, guys. You know, they do keep me on track during these readings because otherwise I would be a bumbling idiot because I can't hold as much working memory as the rest of you can. But my guides, they get me through these readings. He says, I'm lost without you. Yeah, we kind of hear that. Oh yeah, besides chocolate, you're my favorite. Oh yeah. He's got it bad. The night we met was like a picturesque scene, and I remember it perfectly, like it happened yesterday. Yeah. That's what happens, guys, when you don't follow your heart. Yep, that is exactly what happens when you don't follow your heart. You'll wind up like this divine masculine. I mean, he understands now, but it's too late because he's got these karmic ties that, you know, yeah, they're a huge burden to him. Look at this shit. They're a huge, huge burden to him, but they're his responsibilities, he says. And he says he can't put them down. And because of that, oh, he's being very truthful with me now. He says because of that, he lied when he and the Divine Feminine ran across each other again. He lied to her because he can't put these responsibilities down. So he wouldn't be forthcoming and tell her how much she meant to him. Because there's nothing he can do about it. They can't put those responsibilities down. And, you know, guys, I can't find fault with him for that, you know. He's made his bed and he knows he's got to lay in it. And here we're going to look at the Divine Feminine. We start out with the Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. My guides are giving me the energies of Aries, Libra, and Virgo. Yeah. Y'all, I really, really, really feel for this divine pair. The Divine Feminine's cards, to be quite honest, aren't any better than the Divine Masculine's cards over here. They're really not. The only thing going for this reading is this card right here. And that's Spirit trying to help these two. And I mean, look, here we are. And this scene just looks wonderful, don't it? Yes, it does. However, the problem is, this is not what she has, but it is what she's fixated on. She wants this. She wants this happy home life, the great career, you know. And she believes that the divine masculine is the only one who can give it to her. Just because he's her divine masculine, she's under the impression that she is not complete or whole without him. And you know what? Hogwash. That's just bullshit. I'm not half of anything. My divine masculine and I are two complete and individual souls who happen to share the same energy signature. And that makes us a divine couple in the spirit world. So, we're in for one another until we incarnate, where we are free to exercise free will here in 3D. So, in my humble opinion, you can find happiness with a soulmate here in 3D. That said, if you haven't met your divine counterpart and separated from them here in 3D, I will admit that that can interfere with a soulmate connection, because the pull between the twins is so otherworldly. But I digress. Yep. There has been contact between these two, though. And the divine feminine says it didn't turn out well due to the divine masculine situation. And remember, he's over here carrying the weight of this heavy, heavy burden and trying to convince everybody, including the divine feminine, that he's happy doing it. So y'all, I guess the divine feminine got sick of hearing it. I know I sure as hell would. She's telling me that she had to step back and distance herself from the connection here in the 3D. She's telling me that it was just too chaotic for her. And she says it was hard watching him play house with somebody else. And all the while, he's telling her that he'd give anything. He'd give anything if he had just followed his heart when they were together. But y'all know what? I don't think that carries much weight with the divine feminine, because she's telling me that that changes nothing. So now, poor girl. Here she is. She's holding on to the past, and not even remotely in a good way. She's currently in this energy where she's giving her grudge against the divine masculine prime time space in her head. Oh yeah. And boy, is she hanging on to it for dear life. Yeah. Just look at him. I mean, he's locked himself away in the tower. And he's sitting here on top of all of his past mistakes, like they're some kind of damn treasure or something. And he's determined not to let anybody disturb him. I sympathize with the divine feminine who's in this energy. And I sympathize with her divine masculine too. They both want each other in the worst way. But neither one of them seem to see a path that'll lead them back to one another. And I feel like that's what this energy is all about, because Spirit is trying to help this connection along. They're telling me that what the divine masculine needs to understand is that, well, he may think that his obligations are his top priority. Spirit is telling me that you shouldn't cling to that so tightly. Because the best thing you can do for children is to show them how to be truly happy. That's what Spirit's telling me. Divine Masculine. We know the burdens that you're carrying, and we know you're clinging to your honor and wearing it like a badge and all that shit. But we want to know what the Divine Feminine would like to say to you here in the 3D. In light of all that. That's the point I'm trying to make, guys. Sorry. I just want to remind him of where he is before we see her messages, in case they're not exactly pretty. I don't know. She may or may not let us see what's going on inside her heart. She may or may not let us see that, because remember, she's sitting on top of her past mistakes like they them treasure or something. You know what I mean? She says, I thought running away would solve all of my problems. Yep. She says, I hide behind my sunglasses because I don't want you to see the truth inside my eyes. She's telling me that every time she sent him a photograph, it would be with her sunglasses on. She also says, you're the light that shows me the way in the dark. So she's not disputing the fact of who and what her Divine Masculine is. But she says she's not too keen on his 3D avatar here in this lifetime. That's what she's telling me. She says, oh, I really like the way he looks, but the way he treats me, not so much. And I think that's kind of coming through in those. And, you know, to be fair, that does have a bit of tumultuous energy in it, because it comes from the very first book I wrote. And that book is full of tumultuous energy. And this one is the last book I ever wrote, and this is more like wishful thinking. So, and I just don't seem to be able to shuffle very well today, guys. Sorry. But we're going to see. One more chance. Do you want to be a little nicer? She says, hell, I was nice before. I told him he was the light that shows me the way in the dark. I like her. She's pretty funny. She says, every time you entered the room, I lit up like a Christmas tree. And she's telling me she ain't going to do that shit again neither. Trust me, if he walks into the room, you will too. She says, I remember when you'd get excited and your smile would practically reach all the way up to touch your eyes. Yeah, she's doing a lot of remembering, which I'm not surprised. She is sitting on top of it. Right? She says, I remember a time when your smile would chase away sorry. Okay, start over. Sorry guys, sometimes the words are lined up right in my head, but they don't fall out of my mouth properly. But the good news, I can still catch that, so. It's when I start tossing out word salad. That's when I'll have to stop, I guess. But we're good to go right now. I remember a time when my smile could chase away your fears. He says it still can. And she said it don't matter. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and go to our Lonely Days and Lonely Nights deck. Which this deck and this deck, the messages in these were given to me by my spirit guides. There I go, guys. I'm telling you, I cannot shuffle today. Shit. I'm going to really start cursing here in a minute if this doesn't start going well. And no, my spirit guides cannot help me with physical limitations. It's all they can do to control my cognitive limitations so that I can get this reading out to you. And trust me, guys, it's true when I say this is the only thing I can do and do with any accuracy at all. So, just giving props where props are due, that the fact that I can do this reading for you is more to do with my spirit guides than me. Okay, so the divine feminine, the divine masculine would like to say to the divine feminine, I'm about as happy as I have a right to be. So he doesn't even feel like he has a right to be happy. She says, I'll never be sorry that we met. He says, I don't know if I can live up to the guy you think I am. Yeah, because you fed her a lot of bullshit. That's what that problem is. She says, daily, I fight the urge to text you. Yeah. She wants to say something to him now. She says, I can't find the right words to justify my actions. And he says, I feel your energy all around me. And that's really good, Divine Feminine. It's great that you can send him this good and positive energy. At least Spirit is telling me that it's positive. So that's good that you can send that to him, because, I mean, you guys, you gotta let those old issues go. Yeah, you do. You gotta let those old issues go for your own damn sanity. Yeah. So, but, let's see. Spirit says, hang on for a second. They decided they want to give us a message. Okay. They want to give us a final message. They don't always want to, because they were going to let me go straight to the charms, because I'm like all up in this, well, are they going to be in contact within the next year? That's where I went straight to. And the Spirit's saying, well, hang on. We got a message or two we'd like to pass along before we close here. So, alrighty. Okay, Lilibeth. You wanted to do it, so what's it going to be? People may forget your words, but they will always remember the vibes you give off. Don't go through life, grow through life. One more. To let go is to grow. Okay, I can see why you wanted to tell us that stuff. I can see why. Yes, I can. So, okay, now we're going to get to the part that I like. This is my favorite part. Drawing these charms. We have 13. Sorry. We have 13. We have one for each month of the year, and then one that's, we don't want to see beyond. I showed y'all the other day. So, well, there we go. Contact, at the very least in January. Yeah. And I'm getting, they're telling me January is very important to you guys. January is very important to you too. So, there we go. Well, if you guys do get to talk in January, I hope that you guys can figure out how to find some closure and make peace with what is. If you cannot find a way to come into union in this lifetime, and remember, I mean, it's not always meant about union. Union is rarely what it's about, I'm sorry. But anyway, so I guess that about covers it, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thanks for taking the time to view it. And be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Subscribe. Because we upload a brand new reading every day. Wishing you love, peace, and happiness. Later, Gators.